Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking about something that seems super simple but is actually one of the most critical tasks in hotel guest service, the wake-up call. Yeah, it sounds easy, but trust me, getting it right is a total art form. Okay, let's just paint a picture here, one that anyone in the front office knows all too well. A guest's whole day, their 6 a.m. flight, that huge 8 a.m. meeting, it can all come down to one single tiny moment. And that's it. That's the common link, the flawless wake-up call. Look, getting this right isn't just about ticking a box. It's about keeping a promise that literally sets the tone for a guest's whole day and says a ton about your hotel. So you might be thinking, it's just a phone call. What's the big deal? Well, the ripple effects from one tiny mistake can be absolutely massive. Let's really get into why accuracy here is, well, it's everything. I mean, the stakes are super high. One little slip-up could mean a missed flight, a totally botched business deal, or, at a minimum, a really unhappy guest. See, this is way more than just waking someone up. It's about your hotel's reputation. Are you reliable? Are you professional? The wake-up call answers that question. All right, so where does it all start? Right at the moment the guest asks for that call. This is your first chance, and honestly, your best chance to build trust. And you do that with communication that is absolutely airtight. Okay, you have to follow these 4 steps like they're gospel. It's so important. First, you get the basics: name, room number, the date, and the exact time. Then you clarify everything, especially that classic mix-up, AM or PM. Then, and this is key, you say it all back to them. And finally, you record it twice, once in the system, and then you double-check it against a manual log. Seriously, the mantra here is simple: confirm, reconfirm, and record. You know, the really powerful thing here is that emphasis on repetition. Just that simple act of repeating the details back to the guest, that's your #1 weapon against mistakes. It just closes that communication loop, you know? It makes sure everyone is on the exact same page. This isn't just taking down a request, it's a rock-solid protocol to make sure you're accurate from the get-go. Okay, so the request is in, it's been double-checked, now what? How does the call actually happen? Well, most modern hotels have a pretty clever setup. It's a mix of automated systems and that one thing you just can't replace: the human touch. And this really shows you how that balance works. You've got the automated system, super convenient for the guest, super efficient for you. That's usually the first call. But, and this is a big but, it doesn't stop there. The manual reminder call from an actual person, that's your safety net. That's the part that guarantees no guest ever gets missed, even if they set the first call up themselves. Okay, but what if you do all that and you just get silence? The reminder call rings and no one picks up. This is that critical moment, that crisis point, where having a solid procedure is absolutely everything. Right here, in this moment, the job changes. It's no longer just about guest service, it's about guest safety. That silence on the other end of the phone, it kicks off a strict protocol, one you can't ignore. What you do next isn't just a suggestion, it's your duty of care. And these steps are designed to escalate things in a very controlled way. Step 1. You wait 5 minutes. You try again. Still nothing, or maybe the line is busy or even out of order. That's when you immediately alert security. No hesitation. The final step is a welfare check. A real person from the front desk goes with security right to the guest's door. Think about that for a second. That shift is huge. This whole procedure is designed to make sure that a guest who isn't answering is never just ignored. It's a system that's not just protecting their schedule, it's about protecting their actual well-being, and that's so important. So when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway? A great wake-up call is really just a promise you've kept. And that promise stands on 4 pillars, right? First, being super precise with the details. Second, communicating so clearly there's no room for mistakes. Third, being diligent and following through on every single step. And fourth, having that deep sense of responsibility for your guests' safety. When you really think about it, a wake-up call is way more than just a ringing phone. It's the sound that starts a journey. It's the first minute of a day with a huge meeting. It could be the first step toward a memory that lasts a lifetime. When you handle it with care, it stops being just a task, and it becomes a real hallmark of true hospitality.